The Arts and Culture Trust Nvoloha Scholarship Programme is an undergraduate program aimed at providing opportunities for young people between the ages of 17 to 25 to pursue a tertiary education in the creative and performing arts. The program brings together talented, ambitious young people from across the country and then introduces them to the world of professional arts and gives the participants a valuable experience to work with other future artists from different backgrounds. Now, applications for the 2023 scholarship have been extended to the 31st of March, and to share on who is eligible to apply, we are joined by CEO Jessica Denyschen, who's in studio for us. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning,
I mean, talk to us about the scholarship and where does it all start?
So fantastic. The scholarship for us is one of our flagship programs and really is focused towards youth and nurturing them into the arts and culture sector as professionals and as developed individuals. We really look at the trajectory of the artists from when they leave school all the way through to when we have our awards and we award our legends. And we are really looking for people that are serious about wanting to study further, to enter into that tertiary space and really develop their craft in a way that allows them to enter university with a level of experience that will set them apart from the rest.
So who can apply for the scholarship?
So any South African citizen between the age of 17 and 25 who has university exemption. This is obviously a tertiary focused program.
Okay.
So that is a requirement. And then there are singers, dancers, performers, visual artists and digital artists that can apply for this scholarship.
Yeah. So what is the criteria that you use for somebody to then get the scholarship?
So we have an online application with a couple of required fields. So performing artists, whether you're a singer, dancer, theatre performer, you have to submit two 2-minute videos. And there are specific works that you would need to look at if you're a theatre performer. For a dancer, 2-minute choreography piece, and for a singer, 2 musical pieces. If you're a visual artist or a digital artist, then you would submit 4 of your artworks. These would then be evaluated by our panel of adjudicators, and we will take 75 youth this year into our 3-month training program.
What then happens after the 3 months, and what are some of the clear guidelines or experience they get from being part of this scholarship?
So firstly, the 3-month training program is absolutely incredible. We really find that over and above the finals week or the gala event where we announce the winner, the development that the learners undergo, or the youth undergo, is really incredible and just catapults their talent into another zone. They undergo this, and then from there we choose 15 of the best. They get rated throughout the 3 months, but they don't know what that rating is, so they stay fully committed to the program throughout. The top 15 then come to Joburg. For a whole week, they're engaged in master classes, they're engaged in the arts, they're engaged with professionals, and they actually construct a visual arts exhibition and a performance in 1 week.
I see you also have a mentoring program. Tell us a little bit about that.
We do. So as they're going through this training process, they are matched with industry professionals. So we'll have a musical theatre professional, visual arts professional, and they will specifically mentor and work with the individuals to really hone in on their craft, their why of their art.
What for you has been, the greatest reward of seeing this program, flourish?
Sure. I think our country is so flush with incredible talent. And I think our visual arts winner from last year, for me, was really a highlight story. He went to NSA, had to have bursaries to get through that, barely made it through because of fees, went straight into the working world. And he didn't give up on his dream, but there was no real tangible outcome. And he won last year. He's studying at Wits this year, and he's pursuing his dream of becoming a visual arts professional. Really phenomenal. It's just stories like that we don't lose, the ones that fall through the cracks because of funding support or that nurturing that they need to really step into the game.
Talk to us about the decision to extend it to the 31st of March. What was the reason behind that?
So we had initially had it for earlier this month, but the response has been so overwhelming. We also had an application fee of 100 Rand, which is a historical thing the Trust has done. It's a bit of a commitment fee, make sure that you value what you're doing. But this year our strategy was a bit different. We've partnered with many community arts centres across the country, reaching a lot more people at grassroots level. And obviously post-COVID, the country is still in an economic crisis. So I don't want that to be a barrier to entry. So we scrapped that. We said, let's extend the date and give these people opportunity. We really want to find the talent that we have and bring them in and break down the barriers that are set up by financial exclusion.
And what was the response from the community centres? Because you also need, you know, for them to buy into the project, because, you know, it's one thing to partner with them, but they need to respond too.
Absolutely. I mean, we really worked closely with them when we initially did the rollout in schools and with local youth. And we did some monitoring and evaluation, and they came back going, you know, we really are struggling. People are really struggling. So it's also about adapting, listening to your audience. We know we're reaching a different audience this year than we did last year, and just being responsive and making sure that, you know, we're serving the people who we intend to serve. And the community arts centres have been really phenomenal in giving us that feedback, receiving how we've responded to that very well, and committed to really going out into the field and finding these youth over the next few days that are left.
All right, so now applications are open until the 31st of March. How long before, you know, potential graduates hear from you to start the program?
So we'll obviously sift through all of the applications, and it will be about 6 weeks before we announce the 75 participants that will take place in the 3-month training program. And then with that, we'll also obviously announce who our mentors and our trainers are going to be. And we're very fortunate this year that we are at the Lesedi Theatre in Joburg. So yeah, a really phenomenal program, starting much earlier than we did last year. Looking forward to packing it full of value for these young artists.
What do you think is what do you attribute the success of this program to? Because I know I've heard about this program, and we've been talking about this program for years now. You know what I mean? But it's successful. What do you think is at the heart of that?
I think really what's at the heart of it is the early introduction to industry, to what it's like to be a professional, what it's like to work within a theatre, with other professionals. I think that the peer aspect with the youth is really incredible. When they start seeing what people their age are doing and how phenomenal they are, it just really pushes the bar each and every year when we review who we've had and what they're accomplishing. And already this year we're seeing the quality of visual arts, you know, escalate the music. It's just incredible how many talented youth there are. And then it's just the nurturing aspect of it. It really is taking care of them, taking care of their vision, working with them as individuals, and then plugging them into the sector in a way that makes sense.
Are you having conversations about having it for longer? Is that even feasible to do it for longer than, you know, the 3 months?
You know, we have to fit it in with school holidays. Even though we're not strictly catering to only matrics, we do have to accommodate for people that have work, because, you know, this is a working country. So at this stage, no. But I think, you know, just as a whisper, potentially for next year, it would be to open up a program that is not necessarily tertiary focused, that runs parallel to this. You know, because we also receive a lot of talented youth applications who are not qualified for university. So yeah, it's how do we take care of those people in the gaps as well. Are
you able to tell us who your adjudicators are?
Not as yet. We'll reveal in bits and pieces. But we should also have a really fantastic opening act this year. But yeah, I think it's very good to let the info out in little bits and keep people watching and keep people asking.
And how important is it that you also have adjudicators as well that are in the industry, that are experienced, that know what they are talking about, you know, to be looking into music, for instance, or dancers and visual artists?
I mean, it's critical because we want the participants to have a realistic reflection on the work that they're producing and where they're sitting and where they can improve. And also the phenomenal thing about the gala performances, it's not just about the winner. We have people in the audience that are looking for talent. So, you know, we had Greg McMumma last year just drop a bomb saying, I want her. You know, and we've got Moving Into Dance and various other companies and plug-ins that spot talent. I mean, 4 of our finalists last year already did professional work this year with Hollard for their Changemaker campaign.
Yeah.
So it really is about that platform being seen and being introduced to the industry. And the adjudicators also help with that. They take the talent, they see the talent.
Yeah. Jessica, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with the project this year. I hope you guys can get through the amount of entries that you received. Jessica is talking to us about the applications for this year. They close on the 31st of March. That is for the Arts and Culture Trust Nvoloha Scholarship Programme.